changing how you think can literally change the way that your brain and your body respond to the world. Thinking positively isn't just for good mood. It actually rewires your brain and strengthens your body in ways that can transform your life. Let's start by looking at one of your brain's superpowers. It's a concept called neuroplasticity. This is the way your brain can actually literally reshape itself based on your thoughts and your experiences. Neuroplasticity is your brain's ability to recognize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. Positive thinking exercises actually strengthen neural pathways, making it so much easier to access optimistic and resilient thoughts over time. Think of this like a mental muscle memory. The more you practice positivity, the more your brain actually will rewire itself to think more positively. A 2018 study by Nature Neuroscience actually found that people who practice positive self-talk had noticeable changes in their prefrontal cortex, which is the area responsible for emotional control and resilience. Just like how going to the gym literally strengthens your muscles, engaging in daily positive thinking literally strengthens your positivity circuits in the brain, which can then lead to quicker bounce backs from stress and other life setbacks, which in post-pandemic times is honestly extremely crucial, especially the time I'm recording this. I feel like there's just so much negativity, so much hate, everything out there, and economically times are tough, so it is more important than ever to make sure we're strengthening those positive neural pathways. Now let's talk a little bit about dopamine and the reward circuit. Positive thoughts have actually been proven to stimulate the release of dopamine, which is essentially, for those of you who don't know, it's a neurotransmitter that fuels motivation and most importantly, pleasure. That's why drugs are addicting. The reward chemicals act as like a go button, making you more driven, focused, and ready to act. Think of dopamine like your brain's way of saying, yes, keep going. The University of California found that positive thinkers who visualize success actually experience up to 10 to 20% increase in dopamine production. The reason this is amazing is because over time, this dopamine rush actually conditions the brain to seek the positive thoughts, which reinforces a cycle of motivation. Just like how, let's say you are on social media and you just can't stop scrolling, right? Like you just want to find that next video. It seems like all the videos you're seeing, like they're kind of giving a little bit of hit in the brain, but then you're looking for that one big rush again, that next video that's going to really make you stay engaged. And that gives you that little fix. This is a negative cycle. When you imagine positive outcomes or practice gratitude, you're actually triggering dopamine releases, which will then fuel motivation instead of sadness and depression, and makes you more likely to pursue your goals effectively. This is how you stay uplifted and unstoppable. All right, so we know positive thinking can literally reshape your brain, but it doesn't honestly stop there. These changes reach all the way into your body, affecting your health on a cellular level. Keeping a positive mindset can actually make your body calmer, healthier, and stronger by lowering your cortisol levels. Cortisol is actually your body's main stress hormone and generally spikes after a stressful event. Positive thinking actually helps lower your cortisol levels, which keeps your body in a more level state. Research has showed that constantly high cortisol levels have been linked to heart disease, digestive issues, weakened immunity, and those couple extra pounds around the waist. The American Heart Association found that people who scored high on positivity scales had a 30% lower chance of suffering from a heart-related issue. Another study from Carnegie Mellon showed that positive thinkers had up to a 23% lower cortisol levels in stressful situations. Reducing your cortisol levels helps your body maintain a healthy immune response. So not only does positive thinking keep you calm, but it also protects your physical health and helps you live longer. Positive thinking doesn't just impact your mental resilience, it actually boosts your immune resilience. The more positive you think, the more your body produces antibodies, which play a crucial role in protecting you from illness. In a study by Harvard Medical School, people who engaged in gratitude journaling showed actually up to 25% increase in immune function after only 3 weeks. So if you are someone who's constantly sick, or we all know someone who's like that, consider your stress levels and start with your thoughts. Gratitude exercises are scientifically proven to elevate your immune responses, making you more resistant to everyday illnesses. Now we've talked about how positive thinking is great for both your mind and your body. Now let's actually talk about, well, how do you put it into practice? One of the most effective ways to maintain a positive outlook is actually through your positive self-talk. I know, sounds a little corny, trust me, I've been there, but it's not just about saying nice things to yourself. It's about building resilience, shifting your focus, and actively challenging your negative thoughts. So here's how we start. The first thing you need to do is notice those negative thoughts. When you catch yourself thinking something negative, I want you to pause. Sounds very simple, right? But so let's say if you catch yourself saying something like, I'm terrible at fill in the blank, I want you to recognize this without judgment. Awareness is honestly the first step to rewiring. Step 2, challenge that thought. Ask yourself, is this actually true? Is there evidence that you have in your life that supports this thought or theory? If you're struggling at work and you've been given this impossible deadline and you say something like, I'll never be able to finish this project. Remember past times when you've successfully completed similar challenges? This honestly helps you see the bigger picture. So whenever you say stuff like, I'll never be able to do this, or I suck at this, think to yourself and then check yourself. Is that actually real or is this a lie? Step 3, and this is extremely important, but you need to swap out that negative thought with something more empowering. Here's a couple examples. Instead of saying, I always mess things up, maybe say, mistakes help me learn and I get better each time. Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, you can try saying, I am constantly improving. Instead of saying, this is too hard for me, you can say, I'll take it step by step and go stronger throughout this challenge. I know, again, it sounds corny, but I promise you, just based on the research that I just gave you, there is literal proof that shows that this shit works. Step 4, use present tense. You cannot use the future tense like this is something you're going to do, otherwise then you haven't done it yet, so you won't fully embody this. But you actually need to speak to yourself in the present tense as if you're already embodying those qualities or you're doing the thing that you're trying to do. For example, say, I am focused and capable rather than I want to be more focused. This reinforces the mindset and connecting those neural pathways. It says that you're actively living out these qualities. Again, sounds kind of hokey. I get it. The science. Rewatch the video if you really need to understand the science again. Step 5 is the hardest probably that I can get most people to do, but it is extremely crucial and it is amazing. And once you start doing it, you'll honestly see the magic in how it works. But it is practicing daily affirmations. So you just choose, honestly, just a few affirmations that really resonates with you, and then just say them out loud every single morning. What you're doing is you're priming your brain for the day. So it can be, I'm capable of overcoming any challenge that is thrown at me today. I'm in control of my thoughts and emotions. Every day, I'm becoming a better version of myself, more kind, more calm, more understanding. Those are just a couple that I say, but anything works. But honestly, just think about the problems that you face on a day-to-day and then think of something that you can do to counteract it. We all have those things where every single day we experience the same thing. So if you know that this is what you generally do, you get frustrated, you get stressed out, or you have trouble figuring out problems, like start priming your brain every single morning for that, and things will change and improve for you. Consistency is the key. It might feel awkward at first, but with regular practice, positive self-talk will honestly start feeling a lot more natural. Over time, you'll start to notice a real shift, not just in your thoughts, but your entire outlook. Appreciate y'all joining me for another video. And fellas, here's the deal. Changing your mindset is honestly powerful, but doing it alone is extremely tough. Imagine if you had a community where you can share your journey, get support, and be held accountable by other men who are honestly in the same fight. That's exactly what the Man Up Mindset's about. So if you're ready to level up and stop letting life happen to you, click the link in the description and let's take the first step on this new journey together. Join the Man Up Mindset and start building the life that you actually want. I wish y'all nothing but success. Peace.